Open Africa Mini Golf Championship?
The Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola Open Africa
Yeah,
Mini Golf
without them,
Championship
it won't be
2018.
possible, yes.
Yeah. What has changed since the launch?
Well, since God willing and by His favor, we had a successful, smooth launch with the Honorable Minister, as you rightly mentioned 2 weeks ago, Honorable Isaac Asiama, and he endorsed the tournament and vouched in the future they will partner with Ghana Mini Golf Federation and Sports City to further the cause of not just mini golf but the lesser sports. Since then, we've been focusing on training the competitors, the players, to acquaint themselves with the championship course. It's a brand new championship 18-hole MOS course, which MOS stands for Off Golf System. It means it is adventure golf. Adventure golf means as you play the putter to put the ball in the hole, there are obstacles along the way. Unlike the big golf, you have to just keep on shooting straight in until the hole. Yeah. But though they would also have natural obstacles like trees on the sides and bends, in our mini golf course, it is 10 meters the length of the hole. Unlike the big golf, it's 200 meters. So within the 10 meters, we have obstacles, we have contours, we have blind spots. So you have to train so that you score and put your ball in the hole in the less shots possible. That makes you have a better score and to win the prize and become an African champion. So we've been focusing on the past week, the players, all of them, to train on these holes, get acquainted with the mini golf holes, and play them over and over and over again. They've been taking notes, what is the best position to put your ball, best kind of power to shoot it, and best angle. And this weekend, there's another training going on. And next week, 2 days before the tournament, Wednesday and Thursday, there'll also be final training. Hoping by then, they've got themselves very well versed with the course, and they will have a higher, better score, not just to win, but to go to Las Vegas and do well, not just win, but try to do well. Yeah.
The last time you and I spoke, you talked about how about 150 plus participants are expected in this championship. The training they've had so far, how improved do you think that these players will make the tournament a success?
To be honest with you, I don't use the word shocked. I'm pleasantly surprised that these players have fared well with the championship course. I was expecting a much, beginner's performance. I'm very satisfied that our players, the African players, will do well in this tournament and also make us proud in Las Vegas later this year in the USA. The scores have been average and improving. They're not below average at all. So I'm very pleasantly surprised at the result of the first training last weekend.
So how do you see this tournament going?
I'm very optimistic about it. Optimistic in the sense the turnout. We have the 150 players are actually 100 adults and 50 youth. The youth will be training, will be competing on the mobile lanes, not on the same course. So the turnout has been good. The enthusiasm shown towards the game has been impressive. And thirdly, we are happy with the sort of organization that we've set up so far, and support we'll be getting from the World Mini Golf Federation. They are sending 2 of the team to help us in, running the tournament. I am encouraged that next week, come Friday, we shall tee off and by Sunday complete first ever Coca-Cola Mini Golf African Championship successfully.
So the games, let's touch on the games themselves. What is the certainty that this tournament will be a success?
What is the
Certainty that this tournament will be a success?
Well, everything that we are doing now, we have to say God willing. Without the hands of God, nothing is complete. So we pray that things will go according to plan. What is probably we'll be worried about is the weather. You know that the mini golf or the golf have to play in clear weather. So we pray it doesn't rain on those days. But even to that, we have contingency plans that will have the course covered with canopy. Not the transparent one, with canopy, so that there's always a plan B. So apart from the natural, factors of weather, and I am really confident that what we have set up so far will go smoothly and God willingly as planned.
From the statement sent out, I realized that this is going to be streamed on the mini golf website. Is this one of a kind?
Yes, for the first time in
What influenced that?
yes. Usually big golf, I say big golf because I have to say, because we are mini golf. People can differentiate between the two. Usually when you're playing big golf or mini golf, you score your results on a scorecard, with a pencil, or the caddy can do it for you. Unlike the normal tradition which is being used all over the world, but some of the competitions, they use digital scoring. So we are introducing, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, this is the first time in Africa that you'll be scoring digitally your mini golf scores. And as you are scoring the mini golf scores on your mobile phone, each player will have a mobile phone which will be given to the other player to score your performance, so that you don't cheat. I score you, you score me, he scores the third player. They are playing in groups of 3. So when you are scoring for your competitor, you can't cheat. There will also be a referee. But as you punch on the phone, let's say hole 8, hole 12, 3 shots, automatically your score is updated live on the World Wide Web, not just on our website, africaminigolf.com. And your ranking is changing by the second, by the minute. You will see each player, his name, his country, how many holes he's played so far, what is his total scores, and his ranking. So it adds to the excitement that as the game is going on, you can browse online from at home. We have TVs on the mini golf championship course put around, so you can also see the scores on television. And it brings in the excitement to the game, a new game that we have introduced into the country. And I believe the technology is the first of its kind, and it will be linked by using Wi-Fi.
This is very interesting. When do athletes expected in town?
We have almost right now, almost half of them are in town already, which some of them are also, by the way, resident in the country.
Okay.
Yes, because if I have, let's say, from Angola a player, or from Mozambique, or from Equatorial Guinea, some of them are also in the country here. Not all of them are coming from the outside.
Okay.
Because this competition is about individual performance. So it doesn't matter if you are living in Ghana or you're coming outside Ghana, as long as you are from a different African nationality. Yes, half of them are in town already, and the rest are coming by this weekend. And next week we also have some foreigners as well taking part. We have about 5 foreigner players. We have 2 Germans, 1 Austrian, and other foreign players, which, by the way, they will not win the African Cup. I could see you are ready with that question. No, you cannot have a European winning the African Cup in the same way you can have an African winning the European Cup. They will play as guest players. But however, we have made a competition for them on Sunday because the championship is on Friday and Saturday next week. On Sunday, there will be a Coca-Cola Cup, which is knockout. That they can take part in the Coca-Cola knockout, and if they win, so a foreign player can win the Coca-Cola knockout cup, but he will not win the African Cup. And for him to make it into the Coca-Cola Cup, he will play with the African players and has to make the top 40 cut. So if he makes it from the top 50 players, then he joins the knockout on Sunday, and he stands a chance to win the cup and go back with it.
So are you saying that the format is basically going to be knockout?
No. We have two competitions going on. We have Friday and Saturday, the actual African Championship. You play 3 games on Friday and 3 games on Saturday, each player. Then we add your scores. Then we rank you. The one with the best score is a champion on Saturday. That's it.
So if I play my first game, how long will it take me to play my second game?
Well, because we are rotating, don't forget, we have 18 holes. Each hole will take 3 players. So 54 will play. You have to wait for the second 54 to finish the game before you play game 2. You will have about 2-hour wait in between the games.
Is there a possibility that games could start in the morning and end maybe in the evening?
Oh, definitely. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning, so players have to report by 8 o'clock religiously. World Mini Golf Federation have warned us if players do not start on time his game, they will score 7 shots for a hole, which makes you lose or you get disqualified. Definitely the games will end at 5 o'clock every evening or even 6 o'clock. But before light goes off, daylight goes off, we'll have finished. It's been tested because why? I've been going to the World Cup. I went to the World Cup last year with Team Ghana to Croatia. Just last month I was in Czechoslovakia, and I've seen how the progress of the games, and the same tournament director who has been doing the World Cup, he is coming to Ghana on behalf of the World Mini Golf Federation to direct our tournament, Mr. Aho Pasi, and he has large experience, and we move by the schedule. We will finish before 6 o'clock every day. So the tournament is 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Championship will be over. That's for the African Championship. And then on Sunday is a knockout, which starts at 1 o'clock because it's a shorter version to 6.
When is the tournament organizer or the one who is coming to help you? When is it expected in time?
He is coming on Monday. He will be here along with other officials. In fact, they are even commissioning a borehole at Ofanko. World Mini Golf Federation have donated a borehole. So we'll cover it next week, Wednesday, the launch of it with the village. So they're coming on Monday, and they will launch the borehole. As well, we'll be holding the second African Delegates Conference here, where we'll discuss African matters. And then registration ends on Thursday next week. Friday, we kick off the championship.
There's been people out there who are questioning how I can also participate in this championship. Is it still open for people who are interested?
It's almost closed now. I mean,
when will it be closed?
Friday, this Friday, yeah. But we do not want to turn people away. If there's still a chance and you are a good golfer, you've come a long way, or you've invested and you're enthusiastic, we will consider. But I would say our quota is almost 90% now full.
What will it take me to register?
You go online on africaminigolf.com. All the instructions are there. Very simple to fill in, send your name and picture. Tournament fee is 300 Ghana cedis, and that's it. And of course, you must be a qualified mini golfer. We don't just accept, with all due respect, beginners or novices. This is the African Mini Golf Championship, and we expect the best African players to compete.
Is it Ghana that expects the best African players to compete, or that's what World Mini Golf has asked you?
You know what? I think the World Mini Golf Federation are just happy that this tournament is taking place because Africa just got introduced into mini golf our 1.5 years ago. Beyond that, they will expect us over the years to improve. We went to the World Cup last year, and we didn't do bad. Ghana was ranked about, I think, 11th in the world. So and there were about 15 nations. We expect next year our standards in Africa and Ghana to go up and make it amongst the top 5 or top 6 in the world competition in Sweden next year in June. So I think the expectation is to have a smooth running tournament, accept the scores as they come in, which I can see they're going to be very impressive and meaningful. And we take it up from there.
The final question is going to be on the Ghanaian participants, the athletes that will represent Ghana. About 17 other countries, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
are going to compete.
Yes, sir.
As a host country, we have our own expectations. What are our expectations?
You know what? I didn't plan it that way, but as they are training, I've been seeing the Francophone come together against the Anglophone, which includes Ghana, Nigeria, and the rest. So the expectation that I'm now seeing is like positive, keen, not rivalry, but positive, keen competition that, the Francophone will carry the cup or Anglophone. And to me, that is a wonderful news to have within a healthy sport, healthy competition, and of course, at the end of the day, fun and entertainment as well.
In other words, someone will say that if any Francophone country wins, the rest of the Francophone countries will feel that they have won the competition.
Well, this is my observation. Yeah. Please, maybe they'll still love to win it for
themselves.
But by the way, they'll live it for themselves, and you are right, because this competition is about individual performance. We have next year the African Mini Golf Cup of Nations. So this year is individual, but next year you play as a team. You play three players together, and we add all your scores together. So if you play good and bad, then you mix it up. So this is individual scores. Next year is the Cup of Nations around the same time. So I believe next year the keenness to win for your country will be more next year. This year is individual and maybe carved out Anglophone, Francophone. I'm not bringing in any...
Is this the competition that will determine whether someone will qualify for the next year's Cup of Nations?
No. This competition will only qualify you to play in Las Vegas, USA. Okay. You have the winner of the male single player, female single player, and the knockout as well with the runner-up. So only 4 slots will be made available. If you win, you go automatically to Las Vegas without having to qualify for the World Series. The advantage that we have given for this competition is that other people are qualifying to play the World Mini Golf Series in Las Vegas. But if you win the African Championship, you go straight into the top 100 in the world, and you play to win the $50,000 prize, which is at stake October 27th.
You mentioned the top 4. I'll ask my final question, but you mentioned the top 4.
Yes.
So if I finish 4th, I can still make it to Las Vegas?
No. The single champions, we have the male singles, so the champion is 1, okay, and the runner-up, okay, that's 2. Then the female champion, only 1, and then the knockout champion, only 1. So these are the 4 champions.
Why is it the female, you've made it only the winner?
Because the females only have 25 females, okay, compared to 75 males. Okay. So if you look at the ratio, I'm only using mathematics, no gender disqualification.
Exactly where I was going to. Your final words?
Yes. Oh, my final words, I want to say that I'm happy with the response of the media. I have to say thank you to all the media first, because this is a lesser sport. And you have embraced it positively, all radio, TV, social networks. And, secondly, the government have also endorsed it and promised to partner with us next year. So the future looks positive, and we are moving in line with the government's vision objective to invest in lesser sports. So as we are talking about mini golf, next year we are moving to other lesser sports at Sports City, and we'll be talking about them with you.
And one of them is basketball.
Now you've let the cat out of the bag, haven't you? Yes, yes, we are investing in basketball, big time in basketball. I think soccer has had its fair share, and we all love soccer. Just came out of a beautiful World Cup, and but I want to promote the lesser sports and discover more Ghanaian talent and put them on the world platform, not just to compete, but to make a better career and a better future for them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.